I grew up learning his styles and stuff, watching him on videos, and I used to skip all his other parts just to get to Kelly's part because he served differently from the other guys. You could see that he's committed to what he do. There's nothing that could stop him to do that. That's what I loved him for. And by him winning so many titles, it showed that there's nothing that's impossible. You gotta be the impossible.
Behind the scenes here, there's a very, very poor, poverty-stricken community. There's not a lot of job opportunity. You have a lot of kids wandering the streets, don't have much family support. If they do, the family doesn't have any money, so the kids are, it's really sad. I think when life just seems so dire and horrible and you have something that you love, you can build a life around that. And, surfing's been that for me in a lot of ways.
Niggas are hungry out here, like they eat you alive and stuff. Even me, I'm just a small ant in part of big ants and stuff. I'm not ashamed. This is me. I gotta be able to change it rather than running away from it. But it's kind of like you stay living same thing, that's being self. Rather than I'm trying to understand how to give back. Make people understand. Like Tommy taught me a lot doing that. Like things that they done for me. It's big.
It's kind of like a diversion program, not just for street kids, but also for kids at risk of becoming street children. Rather than trying to get them into education right away or into sort of the counseling right away, what we actually try and do is just absolutely consume them in surfing. We realized pretty early on that by, say, 5 o'clock in the evening, they're so exhausted. I mean, surfing all day. So the last thing they really want to do is to go out into the streets. So through default, they start actually becoming less and less interested. And soon you realize they've done a week, a month where they've hardly been in the streets.
Surfing changed my life because there's a lot that it taught me and stuff, and being into it gave me happiness that I never had growing up as a kid.
Street life itself, it becomes a learned way of life. Begging becomes the norm, stealing and other things become the norm. And so what we're trying to do is for them to unlearn that culture in a sense and relearn how to engage with mainstream society again.
Hey, can we let them in for a few? We're just gonna can these guys come in for? How you doing, buddy? What's going on?
Good, and you?
Hey, how are you?
Kelly Slater, the greatest surfer of all time. What powers him is pure stoke. And that same pure stoke powers these kids from drugs, from crime, powers them to a different life. And Tom has managed to corral that, create an infrastructure, create a building. Kids live together through positive role modeling, through surf, through competition. He's just changed their lives. And he doesn't only change the lives of those kids, because those kids ultimately change the lives of other kids, and those kids ultimately change the lives of other kids. So he's created this positive wave that's just spread out through the community.